What's up, you guys? Your girl Chef K. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to show you how to make these delicious candy yams. Why did I ask myself a question? We making delicious candy yams today, okay? It's a perfect side dish for the holidays, and I can't do a long intro anyway. Not that I was going to, but I ain't got no space on my phone, so let's just get right to this video. So I've got my sweet potatoes here and they've already been washed, so now I'm just going to peel them. And if you're not familiar with candy yams, in the black community we call them candy yams even though they're sweet potatoes. I don't really know the backstory behind that, but I just kind of go along with it because it's just been that way for so long. Yeah, anyway, we're just going to peel them and then we're going to cut them into slices like a ½ inch thick. In times like this, I do wish I had a bigger kitchen so that I could put my camera or my phone up a certain way so that you guys can see what I'm doing and also see me. So right now I have the camera like set up right in front of me, and then I'm trying to cut at the same time but like not move the camera out of the way. So it's a little difficult, but I think I did all right. Just gonna cut our sweet potatoes like a ½ inch thick and then place that to the side and move on to the next step. Now this recipe is really easy. The hardest part is already done, I promise you. The next step is just making the quote-unquote sauce. So I'm just going to show you guys the rest of the ingredients I'm going to be using. I've got some unsalted butter, some white sugar, some brown sugar. I actually made this brown sugar homemade. I just mixed some white sugar and some molasses together. Then I've got some pink Himalayan salt, some ground nutmeg. You can freshly ground this if you want, but that's just what I have right now. Some ground cinnamon, some ground ginger, some vanilla flavoring, some bourbon vanilla flavoring, but just use vanilla extract if you don't have this. I got this from Trader Joe's and I just wanted to try it out. Then I've got some maple syrup and the last heavy cream. Oh, also, I forgot to showcase this orange, but I'll be using some orange zest and some orange juice. So on medium-low heat, we're just going to go ahead and start melting our butter all the way down. And once the butter is melted, you want to go ahead and add in your white sugar, your brown sugar, your maple syrup, and then your spices, which is the salt, the ground cinnamon, ground nutmeg, and ground ginger. Then we're going to go in with our vanilla and just stir everything together. Oh, she's so strong on the inside. Your smile got me on the inside. You captured me on the inside. You make a brother man strong on the outside. And growing up, I didn't do this step with my candy yams, neither did my family, but I do like to add this because I feel like it does a little something to the candy yams. So we're just going to zest one whole orange into the pot, and then we're going to also juice one orange. I feel like growing up, my family, they just put in like butters and sugars and spices in the candy yams. Honestly, I don't even remember seeing vanilla extract. I could be wrong, but I feel like if we did put in some type of vanilla, it was probably vanilla imitation, like the stuff from the 99-cent store. But I feel like either way, no matter how you make candy yams, it's always going to be good because it's essentially just butters and sugars. Like, it's very hard to mess that up. But this is definitely a slight upgrade from my upbringing with the orange zest and the orange juice and then the heavy cream. But yeah, this is how I like to make my candy yams. And this part right here had me wanting to drink a cup of orange juice because it made me think of those commercials where they're just squeezing the orange in front of the camera to get like the juice for like, I think it's like Florida orange or something like that. But yeah, it just looks super juicy and it made me hella thirsty. Anyway, we're just going to mix that together and then we're going to add in our heavy cream and give that another stir. Now once you finish stirring that together, you want to go ahead and add in your sweet potatoes, and then you want to toss that to coat the sweet potatoes into this candy sauce. Like I'm short, and when I draw you closer, try to run away, of course. She got a plan now, you. I try to make a brother man damn blue. Come closer, girl, now. Don't make this. So once all the sweet potatoes are coated, you want to go ahead and place a lid over it, and you can leave it on medium-low heat. But we're going to allow this to cook for like 20 minutes, and then after 20 minutes, we're going to take the lid off and give it a nice stir. I misplaced the next clip, so I had to use another clip from another time that I made these candy yams. So that's why these cuts are slightly different, but the process is still the same. So after we stir it for 20 minutes, we're going to go ahead and place the lid back on it and then stir it again in another 20 minutes. And by this time, it should be tender. Now we're just going to take the sweet potatoes out of the pot and let the sauce reduce down. Cause you free my mind, free my mind, I know. Come closer, girl, now. Don't make this poor man the younger. Come make me to hit the notes. So once we have all the sweet potatoes out of the pot, we're gonna let the sauce come to a boil. And then once it comes to a boil, we're gonna reduce the heat down to low and let that simmer for about like 10 to 15 minutes. And you want it to get it like this consistency, what I'm showing right here. Once it gets to this consistency, you want to go ahead and turn the heat off and then just pour that sauce right over the candy yams. And oh my god, y'all see this right here? Come on. I was gonna say that these look super juicy, but they're not juicy. They're actually very saucy, but it's whatever. Anyway, I be singing on my Instagram story sometimes, and I just wanted to sing a little tune for you guys. By the way, I'm horrible. Don't get your hopes up. I'm gonna sing y'all a little tune really quick. This is how I feel about these candy yams. All right, here goes. Trying to be in the front or the back, by the side, just inside, deep inside the middle of your love. Woo! All right, you guys come back next week for a new video. Later.